Hello, colleagues. I hope that you all are doing well, and Happy New Year, and welcome back to 2022 at Nevada State College. Delighted to be here with you, and looking forward to sharing with you, as I always do, several messages. Let me start off by saying that we are back in bowl this year, and to demonstrate that, I'm actually greeting you, which you'll hear some ambient noises from the city of Henderson, where I just finished a meeting with our mayor, a council member, and some of the staff here to really talk about those things that are important between our college and certainly the city of Henderson, education being top of mind for all of us. With that in mind, we know that we have our faculty, our staff, our students returning, and we are going to continue to be what I believe to be one of the safest places in the state for current health dynamics that we have right now. Nevada State remains highly vaccinated by our employees. Roughly 95% of our employees have demonstrated vaccination, and we have a significant number of students who have as well prior to that mandate or directive being placed down. As a result of that, we know that we will continue to be an opportunity space for us to make sure that we're deploying wonderful resources for our community, but also being very deliberate in the way in which we comport ourselves by employing all of those wonderful tidbits that we know about how to prevent infection and spread. Hand sanitation stations, plexiglass, wearing masks on campus, all of those things that we know that are essential to keeping us safe. So I am telling people where we are right now is in this moment where public health is a you and I type of thing. It's not, I think the broader public is doing what they can in terms of trying to provide us with vaccinations, being very deliberate with us, and trying to provide information about how this particular disease is spread, this infection is spread. But it's upon us now to practice good judgment and to do those things to help preventing the spread. So as a result of that, you're going to see us be very deliberate of meeting students where they are as it relates to their instructional needs by offering some hybrid classes, some face-to-face classes, some online education, recognizing that we want to be here for the students who need us now, how they need us to show up as an institution. I'll also say to you is that finally, as students and employees, as we return, we're going to be monitoring our public health dynamics and all the metrics that one should look at: infection rate, positivity rate, hospitalization, looking if there are any outbreaks on our campuses. This is what we do. We have deep competency in this that we've learned over the last year and a half. So I'm hopeful that we will be able to provide the environment where our students and our employees can just shine and have this implementation of our audacious mission at Nevada State College. We're doing our best here to support our students and our colleagues. And what's very important about this is that we need all of us to be a part of this. So HR is going to be sending out a communication either today or tomorrow that's going to actually help to give you some additional information to help you as it relates to self-reporting if you are exposed or if you feel sick. We're also going to provide additional information regarding free COVID testing, schedules for vaccines and boosters, whatever the case may be. We see our role now as being a protector of this space that we have and also a resource to both our students and to our employees. We're continuing to work on our alternative work policy, but I think it's important that we separate these two issues. One is a public health emergency dynamic that we have to respond to, and the other is about us being a modern employer. So we're going to work down that pathway. I'm hopeful that by February 1st, we'll be able to put out a draft policy for the college community's consumption as we go through then an implementation to start by July 1 of 2022. Now, that being said, lots of things are still happening other than COVID, which seems to be the thing that we've dominated our conversations with. Last month, I had the opportunity to participate in a forum that Senator Rosen did, where she convened Black and Jewish leaders across the state of Nevada to talk about ways in which to build more robust relationships. Very powerful. I would have to say, one of the most singularly thoughtful events I participated in the last 6 months, because it was very much about how do we want to be? Not necessarily focusing on where we've been. You have to acknowledge that, but where do we want to be and how do we want this relationship to look? We also had Congressman Horsford, who gathered a number of stakeholders together to talk about the crisis of Black maternal mortality, and how we can build a safer world for both mothers and families. Very thoughtful. Our own, I want to thank him, Dr. Michael Johnson with the School of Nursing, was able to represent the college and speak on our behalf. So thank you, Dr. Johnson, for that. You all know that we had a special NC Board of Regents meeting right before January 1st. So you've all seen the communication that went out about that, but they did mandate that the existing employee vaccine requirement will stay in place. The board directed the chancellor then to prepare a written letter in support of NCHE's student COVID vaccine requirement that then they will review at their next meeting to be able to send to the governor. In addition to that, we're having lots of great time preparing for a return to campus next week. We're going to have a series of inaugural events or activities to help us get ready for the new spring semester and to kind of move from this making of the scorpion phase that I've been in for the last fall semester, but really moving into some very definitive steps I'm going to be articulating with the college community. Who do we serve? How do we want to serve them? And why it's essential that we do this work right now. I'm hopeful that you'll be able to join me. There'll be an email with a link that you can RSVP, be a part of the celebration as we not only come back in bold, but we hopefully celebrate this next era in the greatness of Nevada State College. What I have come away from, and as I leave this conversation right now with our mayor and Councilmember Shaw, I'll share with you that I know for a fact that Nevada needs Nevada State College now more than ever. We look at the workforce and economic issues that here. We look at the under-participation in higher education. We exist for that purpose, and I'm delighted that Nevada State College is and will continue to be a huge part of the solutions that our state needs for the future. My ask of you is that each of you reclaim this energy that is distinctly Scorpion and distinctly Nevada State. Show up, enjoy it, being very thoughtful about the ways in which we can protect our own health and be good protectors of our colleagues and our students, but also remember that we don't have to be perfect. There are going to be some things we're going to be adjusting along the way. There seems to be a new directive or new guidance. We're going to have to adapt and adapt quickly. But I'm hopeful, and I know, because we've been doing this for 19 years, that Nevada State College will do that. So with a grateful spirit, let me end with a couple of thoughts. Like many of you, over the holiday period, I had the opportunity to, I think, really recharge my spirit by spending time with my family, oftentimes in pajamas on our couch for days. But what's really important about that is that it reminded me about why we do this work. It reminded me that the work that we get to do is really a gift. We get to make the world better. Both by how we interact with individual students, but also how we choose to do the work at Nevada State. This is truly an exceptional place, and I hope that you feel it and you see it and you want to be a part of what we continue to do at Nevada State College. I can't wait to see more and more of you, Scorpions. Take care and be well.